What's up, guys? It's chicken cheesesteaks, cheesy Tots sandwiches time. Let's go. Let's go. You're not a fan of Jillian Michaels. If you'd like to feast together, you gotta show up to a public event. So, because she called CrossFit a fad. No, CrossFit's not a fad. Look, there's a lot of bad these are bad. There's a lot of bad. Do I prefer my bread to be toasted? Yes. I don't toast it because it makes it healthier. Bad CrossFit instructors out there, right? So these are fire. And it gives CrossFit a bad stigma because CrossFit can be done in a safe manner if the instructors know how to train you properly. 90% don't. Probably more than 90% don't. Then on top of that, you have ego involved. The thing with CrossFit and ego is when I'm lifting, if I'm lifting next to 3 people and I'm competing with them, my ego is going to get in the way of my form no matter what. No matter what, my ego is going to get in the way of my form. And for 90% of people who know what the proper form is and all that shit, if they're competing with their peers, their ego is going to get in the way of it too. And then you risk injury. So, but I do like the idea of it. It can be very dangerous. I'm just saying, it can be very, very dangerous. I do some dangerous stuff myself. Riding, what's up, Ricky? Riding wheelies above 20 miles an hour down hills and whatnot isn't safe either. I'm just saying the odds the odds of fucking yourself up with bad form of CrossFit are pretty high. Now, so anyway, Jillian Michaels, whatever. The Biggest Loser disappeared from the air, guys. There's a bunch of things that went on with The Biggest Loser, right? So, what's up, Dave Crack? And guys, by the way, my full ingredients for all my meals can be found in the Blake Diet private community. So, a few things happened with The Biggest Loser. Number one, the head trainer on The Biggest Loser had a heart attack. I believe it was a heart attack. Something happened. I believe he had a heart attack. That sucks. He said it was genetics. You know, it was hereditary. It was hereditary. Look, I really don't know. I really can't tell you. I'm telling you what I read. That's what I'm telling you. Maybe he didn't, and maybe it was all a lie, but that's what I read. Many sources. So, what else happened? They were paying for the winners to have surgery to fix their loose skin. When you lose weight too fast, you're going to have loose skin. When you lose weight, Biggest Loser fast, you are fucked skin-wise. You're completely fucked. So, in order to, I guess, parade the winners, I guess they had surgery beforehand, before they hit all the media. So, yes, thank you, Lisette. Appreciate it. I mean, while they showed the winner right off the bat, before the thing hit the media, and you did all magazine shoots, so they'd have to repair them so they look like they didn't just lose 100 pounds in fucking a few months. But if you were a runner-up, yes, I'm gonna finish all these, guys. This is a light meal. This meal's light work, guys. Sorry if you just jumped in. This meal's light work. It's just, it's a dieting meal. This is a dieting meal, guys. So, oh. What A Balls just said. What A Balls just said. They did not teach them to maintain either. So, the losers had the loose skin and either had to pay for surgery or had to live with it. And win, lose, or draw, they did not teach these people anything about nutrition. Like, they literally had these people stay away from all the foods they loved, pretty much chained them to a treadmill and screamed at them, probably gave them some drugs to keep their energy up and just keep running, and then set them out into the world where none of this was required. They're like, all right, see you later. See you later. So, when I say they probably gave them some drugs, there's a major investigation going as to if they were giving the contestants illegal substances. Apparently there's a lot of stuff going back and forth that they were giving them illegal substances to help energize them and make them lose weight. So, head trainer had a heart attack. Everybody has loose skin except the winners, which they paid for. Didn't teach them how to maintain. What else? Everybody's metabolism was fucked. Everybody's metabolism was fucked. So, the show disappeared from the air. It's no longer, but they let people, they just crashed their metabolism, sent them out into the world where they ate all the foods they wanted again. They couldn't even try. They couldn't even like eat healthy and not gain weight because their metabolism was like a snail's. So everybody, the biggest loser. So everybody gained all the weight back and then some. Pretty much everybody. And they were looking towards the media to tell their story of how they got screwed. So, there we go. Cheerio. Cheers. Heart attack, drugs, unsustainability, no teaching, fuck metabolisms, loose skin, and people getting all the way back. It's amazing. It's amazing that the show stayed on for as long as it did. Now, do you want to know what my biggest problem with the show was? They covered everything up to make people think they could do it too. They covered everything up to make people think, what's up, Jenny? They can lose weight really fast. Someone saw this dude Pavo at work because he's fit and asked him if he knew where to get one of those shake pyramid schemes. So, why does the bread sound like rocks to you? I don't know. Maybe you've never been to a bakery Maybe you never had good bread that's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Maybe the idea of a fancy restaurant to you is Subway. I'm glad, Jenny. So, this bread is 0% stale, guys. It's fresh. So, maybe you've never heard of toasted bread before. Well, so many things wrong with this. But as bad as I feel for the people who are on the show who got completely hosed, I feel worse for the rest of the people who believe they can lose 50 pounds in 3 months of fat and look good. Or they could lose freaking people all the time. I need to lose 40 pounds. Can I lose 40 pounds in 2 months? Can I lose 60 pounds in 3 months? We're grown. Slow down. You want to lose fat? Yeah, my gums hurt. I'm in so much pain. Well, so, if you do, Victor, join the Blake diet. If I'm your cousin, please learn how to spell your. They're not over toasted as, let me do like a little tutorial here. You guys already know because, all right, so see this? Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see this? It is soft bread. It is soft bread. For all you friggin' dollar store bread people. So, it was the yelling too. It was the yelling too. So guys, everybody who's making false conclusions about the bread buys the shittiest bread alive. Ladies in the stream, any of the guys who made comments about the bread, those guys will never take you out to a decent dinner. Listen to me. They've never had good bread. They're never going to take you out to a decent dinner. So don't date any of the guys in my stream who made a dumb comment about the bread because they've never had decent bread. So, anyhow. Yeah, it was just, the worst thing was giving people false hope. Because what that does, guys, it is March. It is March. So, no. Your cousin said you can't lose 2.5 more a week or you'll start burning muscle. Way less than that and you'll start burning muscle. So, your cousin was onto something, but for the majority of people, you'll start losing lean mass and your metabolism will be fucked at less than 2.5 pounds a week. 2.5 pounds a week is if you are obese. If you are obese. So, if you got friggin' a fuckload of weight to lose, maybe you could start off with 2.5 pounds. Maybe. And your metabolism's still gonna slow down at that. But you wanna keep your muscle, you gotta go much slower. My point being, all these people think they could do it so fast so they don't do it. People don't get started, right? People don't get started because they think they could do this anytime. In their heads, it's like, all right, I could do this in 2 months. I could lose 60 pounds in 2 months. I could lose 40 pounds in 2 months, right? So, why the fuck start? So why the fuck start if you could do it anytime? Appreciate it, Trey. So then what happens? Then people look for the quick fix. They look for the quick fix. It fails. Do you realize that 95% of people who are going to go on diets before the summer are going to fail? Like, you realize that? And they're gonna gain all the way back and then some. Solely because you're in my stream because I teach dieting for a living. And I don't get fat because this is a weight loss meal. And carbs after dark don't make anybody fat. It's 2019, and anybody who still thinks eating late at night or carbs make people fat is just wasting their time. Sadly mistaken, so. Oh man. Oh. All the New Year's people who failed are going to start up in like a week. Spring's about to start. Daylight savings time. Uh-oh. Or a month. So, sure. If you have 40 pounds to lose right now, realistically, the average person who has 40 pounds to lose, you're looking at like 8 months. 8 months max, minimum, to lose 40 pounds of fat. Oh, the New Year, New Me crowd, yeah. You recommend walking in my diet. Appreciate it. Awesome for you, Skittles. So many things happen to your body when you lose weight too fast, and that weight's not fat. Some of it's fat, but you lose the good stuff that's hard to get back. What's up, Abby? Yeah, I know. Don't date any of the bread guys, Abby. I don't know if you're married or single or whatever, but if you're single, don't date any of the bread haters. Of course there's more than numbers on the scale. It's body composition, right? How long do I wait to go to sleep after eating? You think I have to wait to go to sleep after eating? Like, if I go to sleep, how many calories do I consume on rest days? This many. So, if I go to sleep, I'm gonna get fat. Fucking duct tape my head to a wall just to stay up. Oh, if I keep my eyes open, I'm not gonna get fat. If I keep my eyes open, I'm not gonna, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep. I gotta stay up for, another 45 minutes. I'm just asking, because some of these questions, it's like, damn. Where do people get this info? If it's true, Anthony, if you never go to sleep, you're not going to get fat. People are like, yo, so let me get this straight. Yo, bro, So you eat this big ass meal and then you go crush it at the gym? I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck would want to eat this much food and go work out? Who want to eat this much food and do anything? So, what was the science and knowledge behind it? Nutrient counting, proper nutrient counting. So, back to timing. Back to timing. Be nice, Trey. But yeah, you're right. The problem is, people set unrealistic expectations. If you had 40 pounds to lose, right? If you have 40 pounds to lose, and you went from January, right? February, March, April, May. You could have lost a solid 20 pounds of fat. Solid 20 pounds of fat. Even more. Maybe a little bit, if you're into strength training, even a little bit more. So, that's getting started, doing things the right way, wanting to look good at the end. What's up, DJ Mello? Wanting to look good in the end. I want my clients, and even not my clients, you gave yourself a year, reached it in 10 months, awesome. That's realistic. That's realistic. So, I thought I was gonna see my abs when I was losing weight. I thought I was gonna see my abs after losing 30 pounds. It took 50. It took 50 to start seeing my abs, to really see them. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. The number you have in your head is just a number in your head. You want to lose, let's say, 40 pounds. Do you want to lose 40 pounds of fat? Oh, you want to lose 40 pounds of fat. Okay. That's going to take longer. Because you could quickly lose like 30 pounds of fat, 10 pounds of lean mass, or 25 pounds of fat, 10 pounds of water, and 5 pounds of lean mass. That's super easy. Well, the lean mass is the hardest thing to get back. I see some people asking about the size of my meals and everything, how many times. Look, I typically eat once a day, sometimes two. I typically eat once a day, sometimes two. Are your meals going to be as big as mine? If you're 200 pounds of lean mass and pretty active, then yeah. If you learn how to make more for less, like, there's a few things I teach. Number one, how to make more food for less calories while still getting the proper nutrients. Or, I should say, rather than while still getting the proper nutrients, while getting the proper nutrients. Because a lot of people aren't getting the proper nutrients. How to make more food for less calories while getting the proper nutrients. That's one thing. 2, how to eat fewer yet much larger meals, regardless, even if it's not more food for less calories. Still eating bigger meals less often. And it can be once or twice a day. You could be vegan, vegetarian, paleo, fruitarian. Ronald McDonald, Wendy. You can be whatever you want to be. You didn't miss much, Jesse. I'm just talking. So you went to a fast food restaurant, all you got was a coffee? You gotta enjoy life though, man. No, fruitarian is a thing. Fruitarian is a thing. There are people who only eat fruit. Well, it's somewhat debatable. Yeah, you could do Blake diet and keto. Keto is the one thing that everybody quits when they join, to be honest. Everybody loves keto and joins and they hate keto. But fruitarian is debatable, but apparently a lot of people are showing up with good blood work after being fruitarian for a long period of time. A couple of years, but apparently no, Jesse. Apparently not really. There's a lot that's not really discovered about nutrition. Do you realize there's no long-term studies on keto, on intermittent fasting, on a lot of things. There's no really long-term studies. And they can only suggest things. Like, they could suggest that people who do low-carb diets have less of a life expectancy than people who do high-carb diets. And the reason, hold on, people who do low-carb diets apparently have less of a life expectancy, on average, than people who do high-carb diets. But carbs aren't really the reason, necessarily. The reason is when they cut carbs out of their diet, they unintentionally cut a lot of nutrients out of their diet that they should have been getting. Whether they're macro or micronutrients, right? So, yes, the Fasting Chronicles. People confuse correlation with the cause. Low carb isn't the cause people are living less, but if they didn't, they would have lived longer because they would have gotten better nutrients without them knowing. Like, that's, like, if you don't understand nutrition, you're better off eating carbs. That's basically the gist of it. What's up, Kenneth? So, there's also, guess what? You can be healthy as fuck and vegan. You can be healthy as fuck and vegan. Absolutely. Guess what though? What the hell scared so many people into being vegan without any know-how? There are people who got woke. They got woke decided to go vegan, have no clue how to do it, and just look at foods and say, is this vegan? No. Is this vegan? Yes. Okay, I can eat this. And that's how they choose their foods. No clue what nutrients they're getting or not getting. You didn't realize how little you knew until you joined. And now you sound preachy when you talk about it. Well, that's a good thing, Jesse. I mean, if you're enjoying the diet, you believe in it, and you learned a lot from it, it's hard to not sound preachy. Absolutely. I have many vegan members, and mine know how to get the proper nutrients. They're not going around saying, get woke. Just missing out on all these vitamins and minerals. So, for me, I just like to shut up. When I am out and people start talking about nutrition or dieting or whatever, I don't say a damn thing. I don't say a damn thing. I used to, but I learned from that. Especially the fact that it's my job. Do I really want to start working for free for somebody who's not going to listen anyway? Are they in medical danger? No? Alright, let them go. I'm doing this cleanse, I'm doing this challenge, I'm doing this whatever. Alright. Hey, if it ever doesn't work out for you, Blake Diet, theblakeddiet.com. Awesome, BN Funk. Awesome, Big Chungers. Thank you guys for joining. My bread's not hard, but it's actually soft. I just showed it, doctor. So, there we go. Alright, BN Funk, who just joined. Sign up for the private Facebook group if you already haven't. When you get in there, introduce yourself. Hey, been doing keto for a year. Want to eat carbs again. Tell me if you were doing lazy keto. Tell me if you were counting calories or counting macros with keto. Tell me, just whenever anybody joins the Blake Diet, if you give me as much information as possible, how much weight you lost, did you recently gain weight, were you recently losing weight, did you lose 40 pounds and plateau, like so many different things, just the more information you give me, the quicker I can get you started in the right direction. Because sometimes you need more. Sometimes you need more than basics. If you lost a shitload of weight and plateaued and then joined, yeah, you're gonna need to repair your metabolism or cut calories even further. Recommend repairing your metabolism first. Things like that. If you were super low carb and then you want to add carbs back in, sure, you might put some of the water weight you were holding off by not eating carbs while you're losing fat. All these things. If somebody asks how much it is, it's $30 a month, about one third to 1/4 the price of your average juice cleanse. It's about 1/10 the price of your average pyramid scheme shake diet starter pack. He lost 87 in 2015. You're running 10 miles a day through the years of slacking. Well, running 10 miles a day to maintain your weight isn't like, look, if you want to run 10 miles a day, that's awesome. I'm not saying don't. But what I am saying is you should learn how to eat to maintain or control your weight if you run 0 miles a day. I was talking about this yesterday, like, if you only know how to manage your diet by doing crazy training and cardio, whatever, that's not fun. That's not fun. But doing crazy training and cardio is fine. It's fine if you want to do it. But you should know how to control your weight if you can't. If you can't, or if you won't, or if shit gets in the way, whatever happens. Like, I'm not going to be, look, things will happen. Things in life happen which prevent people from training. But I'm not going to be the guy who said, hey guys, I haven't been able to train for whatever reason, God forbid. Haven't been able to train, that's why I got fat, but now that, Nino, that's awesome for you, and it has some benefits, but I don't even talk about the benefits, because if you talk about it does lower insulin resistance. If you talk about little minor benefits of intermittent fasting, everybody's looking for some magic. They're like, wait, so you go into fat burning mode? You go into fat burning mode, and then I have to check everybody when they join the Blake diet from all these intermittent fasting myths. Everybody. To the person who eats McDonald's every week and can't look themselves in the mirror, well, I think a good solution, I know a good solution would be joining the Blake diet, still eating McDonald's every week, while losing weight, and being able to look yourself in the mirror while eating McDonald's every week. If that's what you like. Appreciate it, Kenneth. Appreciate it. You're welcome, and thank you for the feedback. Absolutely. Do I practice Kama Sutra? Where the fuck did that question come from? That was the most left field question I've gotten. No, I don't, if that was a serious question. This guy said, long-term Blake diet is gonna hurt ya. it hurt you. Look, you're a grown man in my stream who's too pussy to do the diet, so I guess my sandwiches hurt you. But my health, as well as many of my clients, have all improved. So many people have been posting and sharing the medical. Things have gotten better. Don't even worry about it. I hurt somebody who hates their diet every day, many people, unintentionally. Sal came back the other day, he said his fasting glucose has dropped tremendously. Just doing this like 2 months. No, I didn't even block him. I didn't even block him because he's the one in pain. Imagine how miserable it must be to like hate your diet and watch me eat all this bread and cheesesteaks. Nutritional advice for people who don't like most vegetables. Join the Blake diet, where I teach people how to make vegetables so much more fun to eat. Like, sure, you can buy some bullshit supplements, but one of the biggest misconceptions is I don't eat fruits and vegetables every day. Well, what do? You don't eat any fruits and vegetables, right? Yes, I do, doctor. The one who said, I was so jealous of Jenny's food when she poured champagne all over her food. I'm like, she's like, look at you, all jealous of Jenny's food. And meanwhile, I have my own pizza right in front of me. Same pizza. What the fuck is going on? I hope she finds a better guy. But, what the hell? You just made me lose my train of thought. Oh, this is a cutting meal, Ingram. This is a cutting meal. My girlfriend eats more than those dudes. And she's half their size. They suck balls at intermittent fasting. That's why. How about that? I said it. Bread and cheesesteaks with Tots, right? Yeah, Instagram is just copying 10 different things. I got a bunch of people eating shirtless. I got a bunch of people eating shirtless. This is a cutting meal. So anyway, what the hell are we saying? What the hell are we talking about? Of course the bread's fresh. What does a bulking meal look like? The one on my Instagram today, a cereal meal. Oh, fruits and veggies, thank you. Fruits and veggies. So, everybody thinks I don't eat fruits and veggies. First of all, this meal right here had over 2 pounds of vegetables in this meal, right? This meal had over 2 pounds of vegetables in it. The average week, I usually eat 10, 12 plus, maybe more pounds of vegetables. The average week, I usually eat 4-6 pounds of fruit. Most of it live, and nobody notices. Here's my point. If I'm eating these fruits and vegetables live and you're not noticing, you need to know, number one, how to cook fruits and vegetables, how to season them, what sauces to use, all different things. How to flavor these things up and how to pair them with your meals to make them enhance the meal. Not only enhance the size of the meal, make it more filling, but to make the meal better as a whole. Because, let's be real, these cheesy ass peppers and onions made these sandwiches even juicier than they would have been. And I'm not somebody who's a big fan of fruits and vegetables. Historically I'm not. As a kid, as a young adult, I hated fruits and vegetables. And the Blake Diet group can attest to this. So many people join the Blake Diet just looking to eat fast food and healthy fast food and junk food. And they're also eating way more vegetables than they ever thought they'd be. And liking it. So many, it's crazy.